Okay, so apparently we're going out live. Hello everybody, welcome. My name's Paul Grogan and today I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough of Feast for Odin Norwegians. If you can hear me and see me, please let me know in the chat if everything is working okay. I'm still using the old software at the moment, but I am going to be switching to a new piece of streaming software at some point over the next few days or maybe even a week, because I'm still having all sorts of problems with this one. So yeah, let me know if everything is working fine in the chat and you can hear me and see me okay, and then we will crack on. So Scott is here and says looks and sounds good. Excellent. Right, I'm going to switch over to the overhead camera so you can actually see what's going on. Now, don't worry, I am going to zoom in a little bit. I started out with this view because I wanted you to see the setup that I've got on the table, because I'm going to be zooming in, so a lot of this is going to go off camera. Basically, I've got all of the islands and I'm playing with all of the expansion sets I've got. So I'm playing with mini expansion 1, I'm playing with the Norwegians, I'm also playing with the Harvest mini expansion, which I've never used before. So we have all of those islands available. We have the resources off screen. So if I've got this right, if I zoom in to about, I think it was about here that I had it, maybe a little bit further. I want you to be able to see those. There you go. So the islands are just going to be slightly off camera, but you've seen them. They do exist. They are there. And everything else, the 2 mountain strips that I've got are here. And the other stuff is basically just a bit off camera. There we go. So yeah, the chat is working. Harold is here. Matt is here. Yeah, that is my real name. Zooming in is a must. Yes, I'm definitely going to be zooming into this. Hopefully this is enough. I can zoom in a little bit more. Oh, Victor's off screen. Let's move Victor to here to keep me company. This is Victor, my Viking friend. In fact, let's put him up here. There you go. Right. We're going to be doing the solo playthrough. Ian's here as well in the chat. Excellent. Thank you for joining in. There was a question in the chat just earlier on, which was, where is it? Ash is here. Excellent. Thank you for joining in, Ash. Glad you got home on time. Dave says, will there be a rules explanation for the expansion? No, not in this video. The reason is, I've already done one. So on Friday, I actually did a video on a multiplayer game of this, and I haven't actually put the game away since. I've left it up, had the day off yesterday, went to the zoo, and I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough today. So you're obviously going to pick up bits as you watch this, but if you actually want to see me explaining the expansion, that's the video that I did on Friday. So I didn't really want to just repeat everything here. I am going to explain the Harvest expansion because we didn't play with that on Friday because I couldn't find the rules for it. I've now got the rules for it. So I'm going to be doing the Harvest mini expansion, and I'll explain that first. So the Harvest mini expansion are these tiles here. So there are 4 little harvest tiles and there are 4 minuses, okay? And basically it's going to vary when the harvests come out and what the harvests are. Got my glasses. So what I do is I shuffle these tiles up, these 4 little tiles. Everything looks like it's at a bit of a funny angle. I mean, I lined everything up correctly, unless it's my eyesight, but everything looks a little bit skew-if. Anyway, so we line those up. We don't line those up. We shuffle these and we pick one at random, and we put it on the harvest space there. So this is going to change the game a lot, because in the first harvest of the game, I'm going to get, you probably can't see this because it's really small. Let's zoom in a little bit further. There you go. In the first harvest of the game, instead of getting just the level 1 orange goods, I get all of them. Okay, so I'm going to get them all at the start of the game. This is going to change things quite a bit. What then happens is you take the other 3 tiles that are here. Yeah, everything's definitely at a slight angle. It's just my OCD-ness. Unless it's because my brain is at a funny angle, which it probably is. So we take the remaining 3 tiles here and we shuffle them in with these minus ones here. Let's zoom out a little bit because you can't really see what I'm doing. Take these 3 tiles, shuffle them in with the minus ones here. Or does one of them get removed? Hang on, let's just check the rules. I've got this on a screen, online. Here we go. Shuffle the harvest tokens, pick one at random, placing it on the space phase 2. Shuffle the remaining 3 with the 4 harvest and put them in face down in a stack nearby. Yeah, so we shuffle all of these together. These all get completely shuffled together and they just go in a stack nearby. And then after we've done the harvest, we basically reveal the next tile. So you might get like, I'm going to put them there, trying not to knock them over. You might get 2 no harvests in a row, which might be really bad. Let's zoom out. It's a shame I can't set this camera to remember certain positions. Anyway, there we go. Can the Harvest expansion be purchased in retail? Not sure. I bought it at Essen. Essen just gone, so a few months ago. Occupation cards. Also, the Harvest mini expansion tells me to remove some occupation cards because they're apparently a bit too strong or a bit too weak. I haven't done that. I haven't gone through them. So after the Harvest, remove the Harvest token and put a new one on there. Right, okay. The other thing that the Harvest expansion gives is, I'm not going to bother zooming in again, but there are these Harvest tiles. Now, in reverse player order, once initial setup has been done, everybody will choose one of these, and it basically gives you additional income when there is an income phase. When you get one of the minuses, you flip it over to the other side, and you still get income, you just get a different type of income. So, and this is with me for the whole game, and every time there is an income phase, I get something. And there are some icons on here that you've not seen yet. So there are some new little pieces that come with the game. There's these tiny little 1x1 pieces. So there's a little green bit of whatever it is. It does tell me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Actions, bonuses, right. No, it's not that. I want to get the right name. Added variety, yeah. I read this earlier on, so bear with me. I'm sure I read it earlier on. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, we've got 4 new resources. They might be on there. So we've got this little orange one here, which looks like it's a tiny little white thing. Don't know. Sorry, the orange one's first, which looks like blueberries. Then the red thing, not sure what that is. Then the green thing, which looks like a bit of gold or something. Somebody tell me in the chat what these are. Only seen German copies of the Harvest expansion so far. Yes, this is the German version. The rule sheet didn't come with the game. It's been translated. And a little blue thing as well. So, see, this is interesting because there's a green one here and a blue one. Surely the blue one's better. Ah, but in the other, yeah, okay, I see. And there's other things on here as well. There's this, which is a bow or silver. I don't know which one I want. And not really having played with this before, I think I might take the new thing. Yeah, let's take the new thing. So I'm going to take that. Right. So that is my income. So I'm going to get that every time there's an income, and when there's no harvest, I'm going to get that instead. Right. Let's put these aside. So those income tiles go out. So we've got that. Now, the other thing that the Norwegians expansion brought in is these artisan huts. So there are 6 artisan huts included in the game. You shuffle them, you pick one at random, which I've done. And then when you build it, and you can build it anytime you can build a hut, you can build either side. So I've either got the whaling hut or the spinnery. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to use. So that's going to be off camera for now, but that is mine. It just doesn't start off the game built. I'm set up for solo mode. We've got all the new boards. We've got the new mini emigrations there. We've got the special bonus. We've got all these new tiles here. And I have chosen my starting occupation to be the tutor. So the tutor is, at any point in the game, I can spend 1 silver to basically play a card. The first game I ever played of Feast for Odin, I think I had this, and it's really good. I don't know whether the Harvest expansion tells us to remove it, because it is really good, but that's what we're going to do. Right, we're all set. Fiona Smith on Facebook has I basically put a shout out on social media to say, what strategy do you want me to take? And one person replied, which was Fiona, so thank you very much, Fiona, wanted me to go with an animal breeding strategy. So that's what I'm going to try and do. But of course, I've got the whaling hut and the spinnery. That might influence my decision, but we will see. Right, so let's crack on. We're playing the 7-round version of the game, and the first thing that we do is we get a new Viking. Huzzah! There we go. So we have a Viking. I'm wearing my Norwegian t-shirt today. I hope you appreciate that. Oh, and a quick shout out before we start. I've basically taken time off work this afternoon to do this. And the only reason I'm able to do that is thanks to the support of my Patreon campaign. So thank you very much to all of my Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. And if you like the content that I make, please consider supporting me on Patreon if you want to see more of my content. So anyway, New Viking we've done. Now we do a harvest. And because of this special tile, I'm going to get all of this stuff. So I've got it all prepared. Now, normally you would get this, the harvest that you get goes up as the game goes on. Whereas in this version, that's it. The 1 to 4 has gone. So that's going to disappear now, never to come back. So I'm never going to get this bowl of pears again. And next round is going to be, oh wow. Next round is going to be the 1 to 3 harvest. What that means is we're going to have a good harvest early in this game. And we're not going to have good harvests later on in the game. So, oh, and I also get this, the thing that I chose at the start. So that is mine as well. Whatever this, no, wrong one. Whatever this thing is, and again, somebody tell me in the chat. I'm sure it's on BGG. I'm sure it says what these 4 little things are, but this looks like some kind of stone birdie type thing. Well, we will see. Right, so we've done that. Turn exploration boards, we don't do that. Draw a new weapon. And we've got a trap. Is it a trap? Snare? Trap? Right, actions. So off we go. We have 6 workers. What do we want to do? Now, if you haven't played with the expansion before, these are different. Most of them are the same. Okay? But there are some slight differences in it. And the new thing, I've got them laid out like this. You're supposed to have them laid out vertically. Yeah, you're not supposed to put them like this, but I decided to put them like this just for the camera. Everything in the left-hand column costs 1 worker, then 2, then 3, then 4. The last column is special. The last column either costs you 1 or 2 workers. If you use 2, you get to play a card. But whenever you use the last column, so that's there, there, and there, that's it. You then can't do any more. I probably should have put those actions there, actually. Would that be better? Yeah, I'm actually going to change this around. I thought this layout might work, but I'm just going to change it around instead for something different. So bear with us a minute, because people might be watching it and might be confused, and I don't want to give any people more reasons to say, Paul, your videos are rubbish, we don't like you, because that's happened recently. Anyway, right. So I'm going to put that at the top. Doesn't really matter the order in which these go. And that one there, and that one there. There you go. So you can see them all. They're all on screen. Just about. I can get rid of those boats. There we go. Everything is on there. Yeah. And we've got the little elk as well. So there we go. Back to normal setup as it should be. Right, what am I going to do with my actions? So as I say, Fiona wanted me to go into animal breeding. I assume she was talking about the game. Oh, Facebook chat. Yeah, Facebook chat is not actually working. Thank you. So if anybody's watching this live on Facebook, again, it's this software. It sometimes works fine, and then sometimes doesn't work fine. And there we go. This time, it doesn't seem to be working fine. Yeah, it's normally completely empty. I can tell it's not working because there is an orange thing across it. So I just need to authorize it again. Haven't had to do this for a while because it's actually been working okay for about a week or so. But this time, it's deciding not to work. Or is it? There we go, it's working. No, it's not working. Right, I'm going to turn off the Facebook live comments. I'm just going to click once more. Authorize XSplit to use Facebook Live. Yes. Select me. Continue anyway. Is it going to work? If this doesn't work, I'm just going to turn it off. And if you're watching this on Facebook, apologies, but I won't be able to see what you're saying. Yeah, it's not working. Right, so I'm going to turn off the Facebook live comments. Again, if you are watching this on Facebook, apologies. And I'm going to put that there. There we go. Right, that'll do. So, where were we up to? Choosing actions, that was it. Fiona wanted me to go into animal breeding, so the various animal breeding spaces here. This is where you can get... So there's 2 new types of animals introduced in Norwegians. There is pigs and there is horses. So here is basically 3 silver to get some of that wheat and 1 of any animal. Whereas here is 2 silver and some peas, not peas, beans, to get 2 sheep or 2 pigs. Or here, right, I basically need silver. Okay, I can't buy any animals until I've got the silver. Is there a quick way of getting silver in this game? There's one down here. There is one there if you've got stone. This is what I'm going to try and do. If I'm able to get in super quick and get some animals, then I will. But I think I'm going to struggle to get the animals in round 1. What I'm probably best doing is trying to get 2 income in round 1, which is my normal plan, is to cover up these 4 squares here. And then get some animals in round 2. Yeah, I think let's do that. So how are we going to do that? Well, we got various, and now this is a different board. So these boards, these are modular boards. That's the side of the board I was using on Friday because we were a 4-player game. This is the side of the board for a 1 to 2 player game, and it is different. And I'm seeing different things on here. I probably want some resources. Resources are always good. And this is a really nice... Oh, I don't start with the tutor in play, do you? No, that's in hand. You don't start with it in play. But I want to get it into play. So, do I want to do that or do I want to do that? If I do 2 double upgrades, then I can get the green. That will go on there. It's very expensive in round 1 to do that. But I think that's what I'm going to do. So, 4 of these workers on here to take 4 resources from one of the mountain strips. And I'm going to choose this mountain strip here. So I choose that mountain strip, I get all of those resources, and I get 2 double upgrades. So I'm going to change, I mean, this could be massive. Early on, I could turn that into red and then into green, and boom. But that covers over the mead. I don't like covering up these bonus spaces. It's just, because that mead every turn is going to help feed my people. And they need feeding. They really do. Let's do something a bit different. Yeah, let's do it. Let's double upgrade these pairs. So it goes to blubber and then it goes to that. And let's also double upgrade this lettuce into whatever that is, some meat, and then into skin and bones. There you go. So you can't normally do this in the game because you do not get a bowl of pears in the normal version of the game. Now, what I could do is I could now put that on there. I would forever lose the bonus for this mead because I've covered it over. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have to make that decision yet. I now only have 2 workers left, and I am tempted to use this last column because the last... Oh, and I get to play a card. Yeah, whenever I use column 4, I get to play a card. So now I'm going to play the tutor. Right, okay. So now I've got 2 workers left. I could use the last column. Can't use that. Don't really want to go... Oh, elk hunting. What have I got weapons-wise? I've got a bow. I've got a spear. I've got 2 traps, which I can use all of them. So I could go elk hunting. If I want to do that. I'm not sure I do. 2 different resources and upgrade something. Can't do that. Can't really do that. And can't do that. I don't have to use the last column. It's just that the last column, I seem to remember, was quite good. Oh, but if I use 2 workers, I get to play a card and I don't have any cards. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use 1 worker for 1 thing on here. What 1 thing are we going to do? I think let's do this. Let's use this space here. So it converts 1 of my stone into... Gives a new meaning to go in pear-shaped, says Matt. Yes. 1 of my stone into a rune stone. I like these rune stones. And also a silver. Silver. There you go. Right. So I've got 1 silver. And then my last worker... Am I going to use an end bit of the column? I think. Do we go hunting? because that's going to get me some antlers, which is a new piece. Or I could go catching fish. How am I going to feed my people? Feeding my people this turn is dead easy because I can just do that. That's super easy. No problems with that at all. I'll tell you what I could do. I could convert this flax into linen. Which I can then sell at the market. Or do other stuff with. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go there and convert this flax, which I think is what it is, into, where is it? Green 4B1. Green 4B1. I think these are in the wrong place. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Green 4B1. Linen. Right. So that's it. That's all of my actions done. So determine start player is me. And then income. So before income, right, let's decide what I want to do. Do I want to cover over this mead or not? I don't think I do now. Now that I've got this, I can actually do some shenanigans on here. Because I can put that there, that little fella there. I can put that one there. Oh, no, I can't cover over this 2 until I've covered over these 2 things below, which I could do. Do I want to go for this early? I think we do. Yeah, let's go for it. So I'm going to put the coin on there and I'm going to put this ore, which is such a waste of an ore, but I'm going to put it on there. There you go. So I've covered all that. So in the income phase, I get 3 silver. Awesome sauce. I'll be spending that next turn. Animal breeding, no. Feast, yep. We've got some wheat and some mead. So that's them done. And then we do bonuses, and I have the mead. I decided not to cover it over in the end. It was a decision. I thought about I could have just put that on. No, let's keep this because I can put this on anywhere. This is like 9 points wherever I decide to put this. Yeah, my other option was to put it on there. Nah, I've done that now. Update the mountain strip. So we remove the leftmost piece from each one. And then we get a new one. Are we going to have space for the new one? We will if I slide these down. Okay, there we go. Let's populate this. So we need 4 pieces of wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not due to do a review of this game, by the way. I have in the past actually done a review of Feast for Odin. Quite a while ago, I did a review of the base game. I absolutely love it. I think the game's fantastic, and I think Norwegians is brilliant. So there you go. If you wanted my opinion on the game, I love this game. This is just fantastic. And somebody actually asked me a question. I'm doing a live Q&A tomorrow, and somebody's asked me a question in my live, ready for my live Q&A, where Feast for Odin is the answer. So there you go. Tune in tomorrow to find out what the question was, but the answer is Feast for Odin. Right, done me bonuses. We've refreshed the strips. Remove placed Vikings. Now in the solo game, if you've never played the solo game, you leave these Vikings on the board. Okay? You basically play alternative colours. So I cannot use these spaces again next round. In round 2, the red Vikings come out along with these 2. And we're now on round 2. So harvest, I get everything labelled 1, 2 and 3, which is all of these. And then that goes, and in the next round we're going to have no harvest. So this round I get that. Has anybody found what these are yet? Please look it up on BGG and tell me what they are. These little 1x1s. It's in the harvest expansion rules. So I get that this round, but next round I'll be getting that, whatever that is. Is it something sock related? No, it's not. David Ellis said, I really wanted to love Feast for Odin, but you only found it meh. That's a shame. And QU3TZL said, can't find this expansion anywhere in a store. Yeah, as I say, I picked it up from Eston and I don't know if it is available anywhere. Paul Bryant is here from Games Law. Hi, Paul. We are pleased that the zoo didn't decide Paul would make a good exhibit. Yeah, I went to the zoo yesterday. No, definitely wouldn't make a good exhibit. Crazy British person. Yeah, Exmoor Zoo, if you're in the area. Fantastic day out. Really good. Even though it was torrential rain and fog and wind. There's hardly anybody else there. It was fantastic. Right, round 2. So we've done the harvest. We've flipped the tile over. exploration boards. Now, on Friday, I took 2 exploration boards because I'm a believer that once you know the game and once you've played the game a few times, you've got to take these islands. You've got to take at least one island because you will be able to fill your board up easily and then you'll be stuck for things to do. So I'm going to take one at some point. I just don't know when. Draw a new weapon. Let's see what we get. We got a sword. Actions. Right. So what am I going to do? I have the money. So I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to take some animals and get some animal breeding going on. But before we do that, the 4th column allows me to play a card, and I don't have a card. So I probably want to get a card before I do that, which will be, so that's play a card, that's draw a card. I could do something in column 3. I could totally, if I hadn't have spent the ore there, yeah, okay, right. I kind of want these 2 silver before they disappear because I'm greedy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 little worker on here to take 2 things from this mountain strip, and I'm going to take these 2 silver there. Oh, so now I've got loads of money. So that mountain strip can go. We do not need that anymore. I can go off camera. Michael Fox is here. Hi, Michael. Thank you for joining in. And Daryl with 1 R is here. Hi, Daryl. And apparently Board Game Guru has got them in stock. Right. If Board Game Guru has got them in stock, Games Law should have them in stock. Sort it out, Paul. See if you can get some. Because, yeah, people will want it. Right. We got our money for that action. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend these 2 workers on this action. And this allows me to draw 2 cards from the deck. Now, I normally play with a variant rule for the occupation cards, where there's actually a display of 4. I'm not going to play with that rule today, just because I'm playing a solo game and I've got enough going on. So it's draw 2 cards. This is the bit I don't like about the game, is the randomness of the card draw. So these are in my hand. I've got the punch cutter. Goods are being moved from mountain strips to the general supply. I have no idea what that means. Oh, so when goods are falling off this board, I get something. Okay, or the ship owner. So whenever I build a canal or a longship, I get to do an upgrade. Okay, now one of the good things that the Norwegians expansion has brought in is whenever you get to play a card, if you just don't want it, you can just throw it away out of the game and take one of these victory point counters here. And they start at 4 and they work down. Oh, and there's an app for the mountain strips, apparently. Cool, right. Although, I don't know, I like the physical tactileness of the components for this. Sometimes apps in a game can help, but yeah, I quite like doing this. So which one of these do I want? Both of these could be good. Both of these could be good. I'm going to take the punch. Oh no, I get both of them anyway. But the point is I get to play one. It's, do I want to play one? Or do I want to throw it away for 4 points? I'm going to play it. I'm going to play the punch cutter. There you go. And then I get a silver. 1 silver. There you go. Right. So that card is still in my hand. I'll put that there. So that was that. That was draw 2 cards, play a card, and get a silver. Now I'm going to use these 4 workers on here. So I have to pay 3 silver. Worth it. And some wheat, which I've got, in order to get 2 of any animals. So should we go for the horses because they're new? The advantage of going for pigs, by the way, is pigs breed every turn. Cows are the big ones. But because we're playing the expansion, let's go with horses. Oh, wow, they're worth a lot of points. Okay, so I get 2 horses. Now, there isn't any particular stables for them. You just put them on here. So I can have any 2. Because cows are only worth 3. Okay, so horses are worth a lot more points, but they take up fewer spaces than the cows. Right, so we've got 2 horses. There we go. And because I was in the 4th column, I get to play a card. So, do I want this card or not? I mean, the thing is, I could play this card and it's worth 3 anyway, or I could throw it away for 4. I'm going to play it. Let's play it and let's see what happens. I've played the ship owner. So at any time I build one of those 2 ships, I get to do a free upgrade. Pigs breed every turn, but are oddly shaped. Yes, they are oddly shaped. Adam is here in the chat as well. Toby's here. Johnny's here. Cool. Thank you very much for everybody for joining in. Right, so we've done our actions. Start player is still me. Income. Do we want to put anything on our board? The only real thing I've got that I can put on my board is this outfit here, which isn't going to help me at this stage, really. No. Well, ooh, actually, if I do that, and then I put this on there, and then I put this little silver on here, okay, that's fine. So I'm going to get an ore as my bonus. Yeah, let's do that. That looks good, doesn't it? In fact, do I want to put some more on to get a wood? No, I'm going to keep my money because I'm going to probably buy some more animals. I can't buy any more animals. Yeah. What do we get from horses? That's here. So I can either convert sheep into wool, hides and meat, or convert horses. No, I don't want to convert the horses. I want to breed them. What do you get from horses? It's the horsehair, which is... Where is it? Where is it? I've seen it. Here. Yeah. So that's where I want to be going next turn, because then I'm going to be starting to get some wheat from the horses. Right. Animal breeding. So because I've got 2 horses, one of them gets pregnant and flips over. There you go. And then next turn I'll get a 3rd horse. Feast. I should have thought about this. I think I'm going to be okay. Put that there, and put that there. Yep, we're okay. So that's the feast sorted. Everybody has been fed. Bonus. So I get an ore for this, and I get a mead for that. So there's the mead. That's going to be useful every turn. And I get some ore. And then update the mountain strips. So that disappears. That disappears. It's only wood, so that doesn't count from the punch cutter. We get a new mountain strip. So we get 3 wood. And 2 stone. And some ore. And a double silver piece on there. Right, we're done. Remove placed Vikings. So what we do now is we remove the Vikings from the original colour that I played. And there we go. We are now moving on to round 3. So I have fulfilled my objective of doing some animal breeding. Because animal breeding I felt was quite weak. Most people felt, I think, was quite weak in the original version of the game. Right. Harvest time. So there is no harvest. So I'm not getting anything, but I do get one of these things that nobody in the chat has got me the answers yet. So Mark is saying the last action spaces are worth 25% extra according to the designer. Yeah, well, I thought that, except this one here, one of them is actually not as good. Yeah, on the other side of the board, this one. Oh no, that's better. Anyway, I'm sure we saw one of them that looked like it was more expensive. But basically, the last column of spaces are supposed to be better. Right, so I'm just going to pop over to BGG because, as I say, nobody's given me the answers that I wanted. So I'm going to let you know now. Harvest expansion for Feast for Odin. Where is it? Oh, I shouldn't have just searched for harvest. Oh, found it. Here we go. Right, so the 4 new goods are... Right, berries, eggs, amber, and gold gubber. There you go. Right, so I have that. It's an egg. Of course it's an egg. So it's berries, eggs, amber, and then gold gubber. I've never heard of a gold gubber, but that's what that little thing there is. Right, exploration boards. We are going to have to turn over the A ones now. So I'm going to have to stand up because they are outside of my arm's reach because I've only got short arms. But Isle of Man disappears. Shetland disappears. Lofoten disappears. And then we get 2 silver on all of these other ones that are off camera that you can't see. But there's loads of them. I might get one of these at some point. But I have got so much choice now over which one of them I take. And I'm playing with the new mini expansion Tierra del Fuego, and I'm playing with the Isle of Mull as well, which has got some special stuff on there. I might try and do that one because that's from the Harvest expansion. Right, that's that. Drawing a new weapon. And we have another snare. Let's go back to the chat. Where is my starting shed? My starting shed is here, but you don't actually start with it. You've got to build it. And when you build it, you then choose which one you want. So I haven't decided which one of them I want yet. New harvest tile. Yes, thank you. So that disappears, and next round's harvest is going to be 1 to 2. Right. So they've actually been going in descending order. So we had the 1 to 4, then the 1 to 3, then the 1 to 2. Winter is coming. Actions. Right, okay, so what are we going to do? Well, we can't buy any more things from here, but I could go here. This is quite a good space, I think, because this is going to get me silver. Because I've got a horse, I get some of that stuff. And that's probably what we want to do. It's probably a good space. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm just going to go there because I think that is a good space. So I go there. I get 2 silver. I get some flax. Flaxy flax. I get some mead. And because I've got horses, I get some wheat. There you go. So I've got lots of this stuff. I need to upgrade it. And I also need to build my shed, which I can do. It depends which shed I want, if I even want a shed. What's this going to get me? Yeah, it's going to get me points. I just need some of that linen to put on there, and I've already put my linen there. But I can get some more linen. So that's probably fine. So this is probably the shed that I want to build. And I probably want to cover over this stuff straight away. And I can do that with oranges and reds. So let's go with that. Yeah, do I want to do it now? Yeah, because that's going to get me more flax. Okay, let's go with that. Let's build a shed. So I'm going to go up there, I'm going to spend a wood, and I'm going to build, there you go, my spinnery. So I don't have to cover this bit up. This is -4 points at the end of the game, but I can do that whenever. The important thing is me covering over this bit here. I tell you what we could do. We could go into 2 types of animals. Oh, we really could, couldn't we? And just really go for it on the animals and get some sheep. Get some sheep going on. Because sheep are going to generate wool. Yeah, let's do that. So 3 workers on here. I spend 2 silver and some beans. Because the livestock trader likes beans. And I get 2 sheep. Okay, so 1 sheep, 2 sheep. So that's that. Now, don't get too distracted, Paul. Because if I want the Isle of Mull, I've got to take it this turn. Now, you can only get the Isle of Mull with... Let's just have a look. Yeah, it's something in this column. It will be there. That's the space to get the Isle of Mull. But I could only do it if I've got a whaling boat. Well, in fact, any kind of boat. Why do I want Isle of Mull? Just because it's new? Yeah, it's literally just because it's new is the only reason I want it. But look at those juicy bonuses. Oh, they're nice. I think I'm getting too distracted. I think I'm falling into my usual trap of, oh, look, that's shiny. Oh, look, that's shiny. And doing too many things at once. Take an occupation. Yes, thank you. I should have drawn a card because I'm in column 3. Thank you, Matt, for keeping me on the... Right, we've drawn the priest. Probably don't want to use this card. So this is where the expansion does fix the problem of drawing dead cards. Is that you can just throw them away for points. So keep that in my hand. 2 workers left. We've got some animal stuff going on. Where's the place that gets me wool from sheep? There. Can't do that yet. Let's look at the feast. Let's look at how are we going to sort our things feasting wise. I could go there because we're... oh no, we are going to have a harvest next turn. But yeah, I'm going to... basically, I need to feed more workers. I'm going to be running out. But the space that gets me stuff from horses, that's going to be useful. Yeah. Okay, so that's the feast sorted. So 2 workers left. Where should I go? Well, one of them converts flax into linen, which I'm going to need at some point in the game. But I should look at trying to cover some of this up. Because if I can cover some of this up now, that's actually going to be quite beneficial. Because then I can start generating the income from this. And I only need to cover up a few spaces to start getting that flax. There's a space here, but it's better if you've got cows. I don't have the cows. I kind of don't want to go there. We could go hunting game or laying snares and stuff like that. Oh, we've got this elk hunt. That's what we should do. We should totally do that. Because that piece is going to go in there. Which is the perfect shaped piece. Yes, so we want to go on an elk hunt. Do I want to do that with 2 cards or 1? With 2 workers or 1? Let's probably just go there with 1. So what am I going to do with this one? Do I want to take anything from here? Am I worried about the mountain strips? No, I'm not. Not just yet. Oh, this should flip over. So let's have a look through. What do we want to do? We could buy the whaling boat. So we can start getting islands next turn. I don't even know which island I want. Don't want to do that because I'm going to save me weapons for this. Don't want to do that, don't want to do that. Let's... Haven't got any stone. Okay, let's take that. So I'm going to convert this flax into some more linen. Right, and then my last action is here, the elk hunt. So I get 3 dice. I need a 0, and I can reduce the roll by spending snares, spears, and bows, but no wood. Now I've got loads of these, so we should be fine. First roll is a 3. That'll do. I'll keep the 3. I'm going to get rid of... I'll get rid of 2 snares and a spear. Okay, so they're gone. And the benefit of that is I get some antlers and I get another weapon. So what have we found? We found spear. And these antlers can go there. Except I'm not allowed to cover over that 0 until that space is covered. But this is fine because I can put orange in here. So that can go in there. And that is all good. That is going to get us some stuff now. Yeah, like that. I can put this on here as well. And the special rule for these is that I can actually take this off whenever I need it. So I can just put it on there so I don't forget. Right. Start player is me. Income. Before income, do I want to start putting things on here? Can I put things on here? I don't think I can. Not without spending money, and I don't want to spend my money. So, income is 3. Did I in fact get my income last turn? Well, okay. Somebody would have told me if I didn't, so we'll say I did. Income is 3. Animal breeding. So this horse that was pregnant gives birth to another horse. Horsey horse. Where is it gone? There we go. So we've got 3 horses now. And this sheep becomes pregnant. So we have a pregnant sheep. That is animal breeding. Feast is this. So that's done. Bonuses. I've got an ore from this and a mead from this. So a mead and an ore. Update the mountain strips. So that one, and that one goes. My punch cutter doesn't kick in yet. And then we get a 4th mountain strip. Look at all these lovely resources here. One of them, 2 ore, and double money on there. See, this punch cutter is actually really good in the solo game, because in a multiplayer game, you don't want to leave the good stuff at the end, because somebody else will come along and snatch it from you. Whereas in this version, You can. Bonus from shed. Thank you, Matt. Yes, bonus from my shed. I get some flack. That's why I did it. See, this is why I don't play solo games without people watching, because I just make so many mistakes. Remove the Vikings from the board. Okay, so we have the red ones are coming back home. Go Reds. Next round, 2 new red Vikings. Harvest is everything valued 1 and 2, which is all of this. And I get one of these grubbers, whatever they were. Little tiny stone bird thing. And then remove that tile. And next round, we are having the 1 harvest. Right, okay, so that means all of these are no harvests. So next round is going to be that harvest, and then that's it. No more food for the rest of the game. Wowzers. Okay, so what are we going to do? Right, I'm happy with that. I've done that. I'm happy with the animal breeding, although I could go for it even more because I've got this and I've got the money, and we could go for it again. We could buy 2 cows and just really hammer home this animal breeding and see what happens, and maybe not even bother with the islands. We'll see, but let's do it. Do I want to play a card from hand? Yes, I do. So I'm going to go onto this action space with 4 workers. I'm going to spend 3 silver. 3 silver and some beans to take 2 cows. There you go. 2 cows. And I get to play a card. Now, I don't want this card that I drew, so I'm actually going to discard it, remove it from the game to take one of these new victory point counters. There you go. 4 victory points instead. That is that. Right, we've got 5 workers left. Now, because we've got cows, only 2 of them though, I'm going to get another sheep next turn. I'm starting to look at these spaces here. Now, we don't have pigs yet. That's the only one I don't have. And I don't want to start converting my animals into something. I want to keep them and breed them for now. Do I want to start getting stuff from the strips? We have an ore. We could go crafting, because crafting in this game, you can basically get this. This is insane. These things here, this one, the new anvil, it's insane how good it is. So I think let's do that. Let's put 3 on here. I can't not do this. 3 on here, which allows me to draw a card. So I'm going to do that now before Matt reminds me. It is the builder. Okay, so that's no good to me at all. So again, it's another one I'll throw away for 4 points. But I get to spend an ore and convert it into any of the crafting ones. Now, the reason why there are multiple boards now is these are the ones that cannot be crafted. These are the ones that, forged. These are the ones that can be forged, but well, apart from that one, which is special. But I've divided them into the ones that go on this board, which have to be of value less than 9, and the ones that are valued more than 9. And the reason for that is this space here only allows you to forge one of these. This action space that I'm using now allows me to forge any of them. But I've kept the ones on this board. These are the ones that cannot be forged. So this is the biggest one. It's just where am I going to put it without covering over, because again, you can cover these bonuses over, but I don't want to. I like these bonuses. Okay, so I said this was the best one, but actually it's a really odd shape. Maybe one of the other ones might be better for me at this point in the game, because that's really nice there. And I just need some extra bits to put around it, which I have. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just put that one there. So in order to cover up that number 3 income space, I have to have covered everything to the left and below. So that can go in there. This double silver can go in there. And then I'm going to split that 2 into 2 ones and put one of them in there. Right, so that's allowed. That is totally allowed. And my income is now gone up to 4. And if I could just get some extra bits on that board, I can cover up some other stuff. Yeah, maybe I won't put that one there for now. Maybe I'll put this one on. Because I could put that there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep that one silver. Let's pop that on there. There you go. Because I'm almost at the 5 income. It's not being too greedy, is it? In fact, I am at the 5 income because the bonus space counts as covered. So actually, yes, I can cover that up. Well, I've still got 2 actions left. Let's see what I can do with these 2 actions, because I might be able to do some other stuff. We've not gone for the island yet. I'm going to hang fire on the island for now. Do I want to do something in the last column? I mean, I could do this. I could do the crafting again, but I think I want to wait. 2 different resources? Nah. We've got these emigrant. Oh, let's work out how am I going to feed my people this turn. Let's put that on there. Let's put that on there. And let's put... I kind of want to keep this lettuce because that's good for... Let's put that on there because I'm going to get more of it. Yeah, so that's the feeding sorted. So 2 workers left. Now then. Oh, I just noticed that. That gets wool if you have sheep. That's not... No, I mean, I'm looking in columns 1, 2, or the last column. Let's have a think. Let's have a think. Have I got 3 cows yet? No, I've got 3 horses. What's the benefit of having horses? They're just points, that's why. So horses are worth more points than cows, but horses don't really generate anything, whereas the cows do. The cows generate milk here, and meat, and a few other things. Let's just check the chat. You didn't do steps 3 and 4 this round. What did I do? Oh yeah, I've jumped straight forward. Thank you. What would I do without you? I don't know. So we skipped step 3, which was flip over the bees. Okay, so I'm going to put coins on all of the other islands that I didn't choose. Flip over the bees, and then we put some more silver on. So it's making these ones a bit more attractive now. And I got my weapon. Right, okay. Yeah, I jumped ahead. I missed that bit. Well, this is my last round to get the Sea Islands if I want to, which is Iceland, the Outer Hebrides. If I want either of those, now is my only chance. Do we want the Outer Hebrides? I mean, I probably want one of these. I just don't know what. Let's wait and let's get Greenland or Islay next turn. Or even Tierra del Fuego, the new one from the mini expansion. So we're back to having these 2 workers again. That's quite a nice spot. Gets me a blue chest. Where would that go? It would go right there. And that would put my income up even more. But I don't have anything to go with it. I'm kind of running out of these little resources here. And with the harvest starting to dry up, yeah, I'm going to have to find a way of getting more orange and red stuff. I could just go catching fish. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go catching fish. Because catching fish involves rolling dice, and we love rolling dice. I can use snares and also spears. Well, I only have snares. Okay, so I need to roll a 3 or less. And if I fail, I get both a snare and a spear. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, so 3 or less. First roll, 8. No. Second roll, 6. No. Getting better. Third roll, 4. Just missed. So, no fish for me, but I do get a snare and a spear as compensation for failing. Right, okay. And my final worker is probably going to go in the last column, and it's probably going to be here because this looks like a really cool space that gets 1 silver, some herbs, and some mead. Right, there we go. Determine start player is me. Income. So before we do income, let's have a look at my board and see what shenanigans we can do on here. I mean, I might as well just put that silver over there, which I'm allowed to do, because I've spent a silver, my income is now 5. If I was to cover up that 5, that's going to cost me 5 things, which I don't have. So my income is 5. Did I get my income from this last turn? I don't think I took my income from my spinnery last turn, but I'm not going to go back and cheat. If you know whether I did or I didn't, let me know. But otherwise, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get 5 from that. I'm going to get 6 now. I might have done. I just can't remember. So I get 6 income. Animal breeding. Okay, so these cows, one of the cows becomes pregnant. One of the horses becomes pregnant. And the sheep gives birth to a new sheep. There you go, Fiona. I hope you're happy with the amount of animal breeding that I am doing on your behalf. I've never done this much in the games, but that's because these new action spaces, I believe, are put in to make this a little bit more lucrative. Feast. Done the feast. Matt saying I didn't. Okay, thank you. I trust you. You got everything else right, so I'll add my 1 income extra from the spinnery last turn. And now the bonuses. So we have flax, wood. I think I also forgot to take the wood last turn from that. Yeah, I think I forgot to take the wood last turn from that, so I'm going to take one now. I think I did. An ore and a mead. Okay, somebody will tell me if I've got it wrong. But yeah, I think I forgot to take that wood as income. Right, that's it for the bonuses on there and there. We're done. Update the mountain strips. So that gets removed, that gets removed, that gets removed, that gets removed. I normally take a lot more from the mountain strips than I do. I normally take a lot more than I'm doing at the moment from the mountain strips. But I'm doing so many other things. I'm going with the animal breeding route and just spending all my money and time and effort on that. And we'll see if it works. Right. Remove placed worker. So we're removing the blue ones. I believe blue ones are coming home along with these two, which is now the start of next round. So harvest, I only get these and that grubber thing. Okay, and then from now on it is no harvest for the rest of the game. So I'm actually going to put that on there. So that's it. The land has dried up. Sauron has arrived, blighted all of the crops, and no more food for the rest of the game. So we may have a problem, but we will see. Turnover exploration boards. Right, I'm now turning over boards C. I'll stand up again, and I'm going to flip over Iceland and the Outer Hebrides. And we're going to flip them over to Labrador, Woof, and Cork. And then I'm going to put 2 silver on all of the other islands. And 3 more. So many islands now. 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. So that's the islands done. Draw a weapon. We have a bow. And now actions. Right. Oh boy. If I'm going to get an island, I probably want to do it this turn. And there's now some islands with lots of money on. Although if I wait a bit longer, Tierra del Fuego will have 8 money on it, because this never flips. This is an island from one of the expansions, the mini expansion, and it doesn't flip. It just stays there for the whole time. But you do need 3 workers and a longship to get it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've not analysed these islands. I just get them and do the best I can with them. So yeah, I mean, it's worth 15 points, but it's got 20 minus 1s on it. But if I take it in the last round, I get 8 money for taking it, plus the 23. So it's already at a profit. And then if you can just cover up these bits, it's great. Depends what I'm planning to cover things up with. I mean, I quite like these new ones as well, because they're actually towns and cities. They're quite cool in the way that they're done. But there's no money on that. So what about Greenland? Greenland gets fish. There's milk over there. Yeah, I don't know. If you think I should get an island, which one should I get? Or should I just not? Should I just not go down the island route at all and just concentrate on the animals? Let me know what you think. Let me know. Right, so I have lots of workers. What are we going to do? I think we need to do some of the spaces that gets me. Where's the space? Do we have 3 cows? We don't have 3 cows. We'll get 3 cows next turn. It's this one. It's this space here. So it's a 3 worker space. So I'm going to take a card, and it is the master count. I love to count. Yep, I'm going to get rid of that. And I get a bowl of fruit. Big bowl of fruit. And because I've got 3 sheep, I get 3 wool. There you go. You need some upgrades. Upgrades? Oh, for all these, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've not got any boats. I'm just staying at home. I don't like the sea at the moment. We could go crafting again. Can we go crafting again? No, I can't go crafting again. I can do that next turn. Is it only the last turn that I did that forging? Wow. Okay. So I've done that. That's made use of my sheep, which has been quite good. Now, we could go down the getting the 2 pigs route, and then all of a sudden, this space looks tasty as well. This space looks very tasty once we've got the pigs. So let's do that. Let's completely go for it. And this might never happen again in game. 3 workers onto that column, which is another occupation card. This time it is the Peacemaker in the drawing a new weapons phase. Excuse me. I can take wood, stone, or ore instead of a weapon. That's quite good. That is quite good. Matt's saying that I'm a sad excuse for a Viking. Yeah, breeding is automatic at this point, so go and get an island. You are right. Now that I've got this in place, although I am now going to get the 2 pigs. Did I pay the green beans as well? Have I paid anything? I haven't paid anything. So 2 silver and some green beans, and I'm going to get myself 2 pigs. Yeah, you're right. I now have all of the animals. So I need to be starting to take some boards. Now, there's 2 ways of doing it. I could take the islands, or I could just start buying lots of the sheds. These sheds here, because these sheds, you can actually put the red and the orange things on here. Oh, but the islands. Islands, tasty islands. Yeah, let's go for an island. we can do it. We can do it. Which one do we want? Where are we going to go then? Are we going to go to Greenland, or Islay, or Limerick, or Bear Island, Orkneys, or Tierra del Fuego? Where are we going to go? Where do we think? Somebody look it up on TripAdvisor. What the heck's that? Oh, right. There are all sorts of weird things on these new tiles. Yeah, gosh. Lots of new stuff. I am tempted to take a new one. And although there's only 2 silver on that... Oh, well, I need to work out which one I can take, because I only have 4 workers. So I'm going to have to buy... I'm going to have to buy a boat. Although I could buy a boat with money. Oh no, I've got this, the ship owner. Whenever I build a ship, yeah. So I need to do that. So I'm going to have to build a canal. That's going to cost me 2 workers, which means I can probably only take Bear Island or Wexford or Greenland. So Greenland or Islay, they are calling out to me. They are saying my name. Yeah. Okay. Well, Islay's a new one. So unless there's an answer in the chat. Okay, so there was an answer in the chat and Scott says Greenland. Because it's green. But it's not a new one. Okay, well Scott said Greenland, so I'm going to take Greenland. I was tempted to take one of the new ones. But Greenland is the one that I'm going to take. So I'm just going to put it here for now. Because I need to work out how I'm going to take it. Which is... Yeah, I could buy a boat, but I don't want to buy a boat because I've got this ship owner ability. So I'm going to use 2 workers on here. Oh, I see what they've done with these spaces. It's all on this side of the board. So yeah, 2 workers on this space. 1 wood gets me a canard. Canard. So that goes there. And because of this occupation, whenever I build a canard, I get an upgrade. So I'm going to take... do I want to upgrade this wool? I think we do. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade that wool to a treasure chest. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go 2 on the exploration space, which is here, which allows me to explore and find Greenland. Where am I going to put this? Okay, so I'm going to have a bit of a rearrangement. You don't need to see the weapons that I've got. So Greenland is there. So the change to this version is that it now says in the top right which of the action spaces you need to go on. So in the original game, the action space specifically listed the island. It doesn't do that anymore. 2 of them, 1 of them, done that. Because I've got the canard, that's fine. I get all of this money. That is all of my workers done. So we now go on to income. But before that, let's have a look at Greenland and see what we can do. Let's see if I can cover up any stuff on Greenland to get any more money. Or indeed any income spaces. Which I... Ooh. Can I? Oh. So I could cover that up. I can put that there. That's fine. So that's going to get me 1 income. I can't cover that up without covering up any more spaces. I haven't sorted out my feast this turn. Let's look at this. I could put that there. And then I could put that there. As long as I cover up those 2, which I could do there. So that's allowed. And since I've done that, oh, I've got this little thing. I could put that little thing there. Okay, it is throwing a lot of the money away, but I think this is what the money's for. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. I love this part of the game. This is just so fun. Viking Tetris, but I love it. Right, there you go. Nice. All legal. That's going to do stuff. Do I want to use the rest of my coins to cover up anything down here? For now, no, I don't think I do. I think I'm going to save my coins. Then again, what am I saving my coins for? What am I saving my coins for? Emigrations, if I wanted to do some emigrations, because that's a thing. Yeah, okay, I'm going to save my money. Limerick. It's not the prettiest place in Ireland, but it's great. Yeah, that should be their official slogan. Right, so I think we're ready for income. So I'm at 7, 8, 9. So 9 money income. That's quite nice. We like that. Lots of money. Right, next, animal breeding. So we have a pregnant cow. So that gives birth to another cow. So 3 cows. We have, according to this, we have a pregnant horse. So that gives birth to another horse. I assume that's right. We have at least 2 normal sheep, so one of them becomes pregnant. And the pigs breed every round. You don't actually have any pregnant sheep, you just, pregnant cows, you just, pregnant pigs, you just add another one on. So there we go. We have loads of animals. So many animals. Now what you can do is you can keep these animals, or you can be upgrading them. And I think that's what Matt was saying earlier on. Because if you upgrade this, basically from red into Wadmal, well, first of all, you upgrade it into that, and then that. But this is basically that's 10 points. It's only 6 when it's on here, but if you upgrade it and start covering over bits of the board, it's worth a lot more points. So that's what I'm going to possibly look at doing, is actually upgrading some of these animals into blue and green pieces that I can put on here. Anyway, feasting time. How are we going to do this feast? We've got an egg. We can eat an egg. Nice. And I've got some mead. I've got some flax. Now you can't put red and red together, and you can't put orange and orange together, and you can't put 2 of the same resource on here. If you do, you have to turn it vertically. So what have we not had? We've not had any peas. I think I'm just going to have these herbs. Oh, but I'm one space short. And you can use silver. You can't use ore because they don't eat ore. Remembering that there is no more harvest for the rest of the game. Oh no, we've not had peas yet. Oh, but I can't put orange next to orange. Oh, right. Okay, no, let's do it. I'm going to put this one vertically. It's a little waste, but how many rounds left? 2 rounds left. I'm not going to get any more peas. No, we're going to put money in. There you go. Right, so we're done. Do I want to do that? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's the feast done. Okay. Next, bonus. Right, so bonuses on here. I am getting some ore. I'm getting some wood. I'm getting a rune stone. Always like the rune stones. I got some mead, and I got some stone. Mead and some stone. Right, okay, that's that done. Bonuses on here, none. Bonuses on here, I've got some flax. Done. That is it for the bonuses. Next, update the mountain strips. So these resources go. I'm really not taking these this game, am I? We get another mountain strip. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to take some of this stuff at some point. And another double coin. And then Vikings come home, so it's the red ones that come back. And it is now next round. So new Viking, harvest, so no harvest, but I do get an egg. It's going to be helpful. I'm going to start putting these on here because I'm going to need to remember that I need to do something with these. Okay. Right. So, turn over the exploration board. So we're turning over D. So exploration board's D, which is Islay gets turned over and he's now Waterford. And then I'm going to put some money on all of these. Whether I'm actually going to take them or not, I don't know. 1 might be enough. But there is now lots of money on some of these. So, yeah, I mean, there's 8 money on Tierra del Fuego. So just taking it is worth 3 points, just for taking it. But 3 points is, is not a lot of points in this game for an action. Draw a new weapon, which I am doing. It's another thing. I've got to remember, I've got this tutor. I can be playing cards. For 1 coin, I can be playing cards. Yeah, no harvest save a solitary hen. Yeah, 1 hen. And 1 egg. Right, I'll tell you what, instead of taking that weapon, I am going to use the ability of my tutor. So I spend a coin to play the Peacemaker, which basically means in the drawing a new weapon phase, I can take something instead of a weapon. And I will do that. I will take... do I take some ore? I mean, I've got lots of ore. Yeah, I guess. Ore's good. Probably got too much. Should keep these resources down here, actually. Keep the money up there. There you go. Right. Yeah. I must remember this tutor ability. 1 silver to play a card. Right, anyway, so that was the drawing a new weapons phase. Actions. Right, so what are we going to do? Well, now that we've got 3 cows, I think this space is pretty good. So 1 worker on here gets me some beans, 1 silver, and because I have 3 cows, I get 2 milk. Where is the milk? 2 milk. Right. Yeah, definitely need to do some upgrading, don't we? And I have a canar, and I have the silver. Oh no, the canar upgrades any... No, it's these upgrades that I need. Yeah. Yes, indeedy. That's what we need. Yeah, lots of upgrades. And just convert all of these... red ones into green, and then I can start putting them on here. Or here. Yeah, this is good. Right. So, I think we're going to go on this space here. Because I like this space. So this is, I get 2 silver. I get some flax. I get some mead. And then because I've got a horse, I get some wheat. Okay. I'm just going on the spaces now that give me stuff because I've got the animals. Which I think is also 4 workers on this space, which again is 1 silver. It's whatever that is. It's a bowl of, looks like a bowl of charcoal, but it's not. It's a bowl of something. It's some herbs. And because I've got pigs, it's a piece of 4B1. It's some meat. 4B1 in red. And because I've got sheep, I get some wool. Yeah, I've never had this many animals before. This is awesome. Yeah, whether it's actually going to work or not, who knows. And because it's the 4th column, I get to play a card. And I'm just going to throw this card away because I don't want it. And I'm going to take another one of these point counters. Now, at the moment, the point counters are worth 4. There's 2 of them valued 4, and then it goes down to 3. Right. Okay, yeah, now we're starting to get good stuff. And we've still got 4 workers left. I probably should use the last column this turn. I also should probably build another boat, because whenever I build a boat, I get upgrades. So that seems like a good thing to do, doesn't it? And there's also this. There's 2 stone and 2 wood. Do I have 2 stone? I don't have 2 stone. Right, this is converting sheep, horses and cows into actual stuff. I mean, I'm just going to put this meat on here, because this is probably what's going to happen. I think I'm absolutely fine regarding the harvest. I think I might have gone overboard, in fact, with the older harvest stuff. Do we want to emigrate? Emigrating means I'm going to lose my canar. But it is round 6, so it's going to cost me 6 money, which is effectively going to cost me 6 points, but it's going to get me 13 points. So it's a gain of 7 points if I do it now. But do I need that canard for something else? I've not gone pillaging at all in this game. There's so many things I've not done. I mean, you can't do everything in this game. There's also forging, because I've got all of this ore. So I probably want to go forging. Let's go forging. So this is column 3. So I get to draw an occupation card. Is it going to be one that's in a use? The rune engraver. At any time I can convert little rune stones into furs. And we get to spend an ore, and I get to take any one of these things. Well, this is the biggest one again, so I'm probably going to take this one at this stage. And we're going to try and get it on here to try and just cover up as much of this. I mean, that's effectively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 11 points. It's not bad. Although it did cost me 3 workers and an ore. And we got 1 left. I could go to the end column. I could do that one, which is another ore for one of these, which is not bad. I mean, they still take up quite a bit of space. So I think I might do that. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll spend an ore, and I'm going to take this one, because this one slots nicely in there and will generate me a fish. Now, I was thinking about this. That's not going to get me any points because it's not covering up any minuses. And it's going to get me a fish. I am absolutely swimming in resources. Maybe I won't do that. Let's take the ore back. I need to be doing upgrades. I really need, because I've got so much stuff here. This is all going to be wasted if I don't actually convert it into different coloured stuff and then get it on a board. Okay, so let's put that on there. It's my last action of this round. Let's put that on there. I'm going to take one thing from here, and I'm going to take this stone, and then I'm going to do one upgrade, and I'm going to upgrade this milk. Ooh, or do we just upgrade this? Yeah, I'm going to have to do lots of upgrades next turn, aren't I? Wow. I could do with another 6 rounds. Let's play the alternative version of this game where I basically play until I fall asleep. I think I'm being greedy with that, but I'm going to go for it. Let's flip over that. Right, so that is it. That is my actions done. Income. Right, so before we do income, let's start putting stuff on these boards and see what we can cover up. Well, we've got a little runestone here. I'm just trying to get a bit of money from this. Yeah, Greenland's a bit tricky, isn't it? I can't cover that one up until I've covered over all of those, but that can go there. And I've got this, but putting it there seems an awful waste. But I'm going to have to if I want that income. Or I could just put it there. Okay. I'm going to cover this up at some point, but I can do that. I can just do that with that. So that's that. Cover over. I'm not worried about that. What we're going to put on here. Do we need to do that if it's not going to increase my income this turn? No, I don't. So that means these are wasted? Surely there's got to be something I can do with them. Answers on a postcard. Okay, so we can do, let's put these things on here. So that can go there. That's allowed. that can go there. I kind of want to put that there, but to do that, I'm going to have to cover up these 5 spaces here. But it's probably worth it. I'm going to put some ore on because I don't think I need all of this ore, and I'm getting an extra 1 a turn. And then I'm going to use 4 silver. Let's just make some change. And put that there and that there. Okay, so that's increased that income to 9. So my income is 9, 10, 11. Let's take one of the big ones. So there's the 10 and an extra 1. That is income done. Animal breeding. So what have we got? We have 3 cows, so one of them becomes pregnant. We have 4 horses, one of them becomes pregnant. We have a pregnant sheep, so we get another sheep and we get another pig. Oink and bar. That's my animal impressions done for the day. Feast. Right, what was I doing with the feast? I think I was putting some of that there. And it seems a waste to put one of these pieces in. But, oh no, I can just put that there. Yeah, there you go. So there's the feast done. Why not update the horse? How do you mean by, oh, you mean upgrade the horse? Yeah. I possibly should do, because then, or even upgrading the cow, because then they fit in there and they're like 12 points each instead of 4. That's probably what I want to do. Keep the horses, upgrade the cows. Yes, I think so. Right, bonuses. No bonuses on here. Bonuses here, we get a flax. Bonuses here, we get an ore. If we can get it out the thing. Get an ore, get a wood, get a mead, get a stone, and get a rune stone. Okay, that's it for the bonuses. Update mountain strips. Now, finally, an ore is going and an ore is going. So my punch cutter kicks in and I basically get 2 silver. And what's going to happen when those mountain strips go is I'm actually going to get the 2 silver. Although that won't happen. I've mistimed this. Yes, I've mistimed it. Never mind. Remove Vikings from the board. So the blue ones are coming home. And now we go into the last round. I have no idea what my score is going to be. No idea at all. Right, so got me Vikings. No harvest, although my hen lays another egg. I'm going to start putting these eggs on here because I can do that. Yeah, it'll be something like this. I think we're fine. I might change that if we need to, but feasting wise, we're fine. Turning over exploration boards, we don't in the last round. Drawing a new weapon. I'm not going to have a weapon. I'm going to have an ore instead. And then actions. So yeah, actions for the last round. This is it. I haven't really done very much. It is now just a case of the best points I can get with the actions that I've got. And I think probably emigrating it's going to cost me 2 workers. It's going to cost me 7 silver, but it's going to get me 13 points. So it's a net gain of 6 points. 6 points for 2 workers. That's 3 points a worker. That doesn't seem that much when we do that. We do need to be upgrading. Yeah, I did the strips wrong here. I thought I was going to get those silver when they fell off, but I'm not. The game's going to end before that. So, we've not gone down the plundering route, we've not gone down the trading route, we've not gone down any of that. I do have this available to me, this trading here, this overseas trading, should I manage to get any green goods. But that's this. That's what this is. So this is 4 different things can be upgraded. And if I was to upgrade these cows into this and then put it on there, that is essentially 12 points minus the 4. That's 8 points. 8 points for each one I do. And for 3 workers, I can do 4 of them. It's totally got to be worth it. It has to be worth it. So let's do that. Let's put 3 workers on here. That is column 3, so I get to draw a card, which is the Bone Collector. So when I play it, I can spend 1 silver to take that. Nah, not interested in that. What I am interested in is 4 different upgrades. So we're going to upgrade all of these cows. Do I want to do anything with the cows first? Because I've just noticed some other stuff. Oh. No, I don't think we do. So I'm going to upgrade all of these 3 cows. So there you go. I've sold them off and swapped them for 3 robes. And I'm going to start putting these in now. Because you can't have green touching green. And I know I can't cover that space over just yet, but I will by the end of this round. So where's this going to go? I mean, I don't need this income at all. Sorry, I don't need this blubber. So I'm not worried about covering that space over. I basically need to cover these over. So again, that's going to go on there, but it's not there yet. But it will be there. I will have covered over all of it. I know that's an illegal placement right now, but don't worry, I will sort it out. So those 3 things are not yet really there. I get to do 4 upgrades, don't I? So are we going to upgrade one of these horses? It's going to cost him 6 points for 10 points. Or do we do a sheep instead? Or something else. We could do something else. We could do this. Let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade this blubber into this, because I don't need that at all. Right, so that's those 4 upgrades done. And where's this going to go? That's probably going to go there. Yeah, I just need to cover these spaces as much as I can now. Right, okay, so we've done the feast. So all of these are spare. All of these things here that I have, and this ore, all of this is completely spare. Now I could do a very last minute purchase of a shed. Because if I can cover up all of that, all of the minuses on there, which you can do with these things, that is actually going to be beneficial. That is actually going to be worth some points as well. And the same with this one. And also the same with this one. This is a nice 8 points because I can put the stone and the wood on it. Yeah, okay, it's not quite 8 points. It would be 7 points. 7 points for 2 workers. Yeah, 1 more upgrade. Yeah, I think I did the 4. There's also this action. This is quite tasty. Yeah, that's... Oh, is it... What's that going to get me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. 9 points for 3 workers. It's 3 points a worker. Once, twice, 3 points a worker. I'm probably going to do my last action to forge one of these things. So I should probably leave space for something. Probably the biggest thing I can. Yeah, I mean, I could just forge that. As the last action, I could just forge that and stick it in there. We can do that. That's fine. So primary objective is to cover over Greenland. And yeah, the only way we can do that is with more upgrading. So let's do some more upgrading. Ooh. I'm just looking at this space. This space is play 1 to 4 cards, but it's column 3, which means I draw a card. So I draw a card first. Then I would play 1 to 4 cards. I could play 4 cards, and that's actually going to be worth 12 points. Okay, now, think about it. Now, I'm doing too many things. 2 workers on there. Let's do 3 upgrades. Right, so we need to be upgrading red stuff into green to get it onto this board. But also, I need to be changing the greens for blues, because you can't have greens next to each other, and if I'm not careful, oh, I'm probably just going to fill it with silver. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So these, how many do I'm doing 3 upgrades. What do I want to do with the animals? I mean, the pigs are only 1 point. Yeah, no. Let's just change these 2 milk into 2 wool. Okay, that's the first. That's 2 of the 3 upgrades, and the last upgrade. Bearing in mind, I'm going to be doing another upgrade, I think. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to go on there to turn that flax into, oh no, into linen. I need to put that on there anyway. Right, back to my upgrades. I was going to do the linen and then upgrade the linen, but I remembered I need to put the linen on there. Otherwise, I'll lose 4 points at the end of the game. I need some stuff that's not printed on the board. Where's the cutlery? The cutlery's gone. This is tricky. I think I'm going to upgrade this red one to blue. Yeah. Not red. No, red goes to green, doesn't it? Yeah. No, I'm going to flip that one. That lettuce is going to become that. Right. Did I trade flax for linen? I did at that space there. I interrupted my 3 upgrades to quickly do that before I forgot. So yeah, I didn't actually upgrade flax to linen. I was in the middle of my upgrade action and I paused time, did a different action and came back. 6 workers left. I still need to do more upgrades. I'm running out of upgrade spaces. I really am. And I don't want to use 4 workers really on 2 double upgrades, but I might have to. Oh, it seems such a waste. Really does. Yeah, I'm not mathematically minded enough now, or even ever, to actually work out, mathematically what the best thing to do is. Is it to do these upgrades and put these pieces on the board, or is it to just forget these, write them off, do better stuff, and actually use money to cover up the spaces? I'm just going to do something, and we'll see what happens. Now, so the other option was to buy that, because if I do that for 2 stone and 2 wood with 4 workers, I can have a long ship and a shed, or I can have a canal and one of those, and the canal is worth 5 points and gets me a free upgrade. And then this comes in, and I don't know now whether, I mean, that's a net 2 points anyway. I don't need to cover up all the spaces. I just need to cover up as many of the -1s as possible. I think it's probably worth it. I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. So 4 of these go on there. And because I've played 4 cards, because I've done an action with 4 workers, I can play a card. Oh, I see. Oh, that is actually quite useful. Yeah. Okay. So because I can play a card, well, then again, I can throw it away 3 points. No, I'm going to play the Bone Collector. The Bone Collector, when it comes into play, allows me to spend 1 silver to basically buy some bones, which can go in there. How's that? Right. And then I get to do this. So I spend 2 stone and 2 wood. And I am going to choose the longhouse and the canard. So I get one of those, which can go here. I can't quite see it there, so I'm going to move my resources off camera. There's my longhouse. And I get a canard. And because I've built a canard, my ship owner ability comes in and I get an upgrade. Now, what am I going to upgrade at this point? I think it might have to be something to blue, so that I can have things touching. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to upgrade that to blue. Right, we've got 2 actions left. I'd already decided that that was going to be my last action. Therefore, I have this as my one remaining action of the game. And what is it going to be? That is a good question. What here is actually going to get me any points? That will actually get me 4 points, because I'll play a card, which I could just throw away for 3 points, and it gets me a silver, which I can use to cover up a space. So that action there actually gets me 4 points. I don't think anything else. That gets me 3 points. Don't want to do any of this. Do we want to do this? Do we want to convert horses into meat? No. That's going to get me 3 points. So no, we're going to go into the last space. We spend a stone. We get to play a card. I'm just going to throw it away, because I don't want that to take 3 points. And I get silver. Okay, and then my last action of the game is this one. Spend an ore and craft something with a sword value of lower than 9. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's worth 6. And where's that other piece that I wanted? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? Yeah, that's only 5. That's 6. So I think that's probably going to go in there. And now let's shuffle stuff around. Wow. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot to think about. We've done that, and that's fine. So it is now almost the end of the game. I am now going to be basically putting stuff on, so I might as well use this all. And I've got these things. So these things, I just want to fill as many spaces as I can. That one can go there. That one can go there. That one can go there. I've got some wool. Where can that go? It's going to have to go down here. Okay. Now I've got this money, so I'm going to have to break up this 10 money. Let's just break it up into 2s for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to have to fill these slots with money. Because I've nothing else that I can use to put on. So I think it's still worth it. Okay, so that's that board full. Here, maybe not so much actually. Because I'm going to have to... So I can cover over the 3 -1s. So 3 money is actually not going to cost me anything. But then I've got to cover over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spaces to get 8 money. So it's not worth it. It is not worth it. So these here... Let's do them to something slightly different. So yeah, that was the upgrade I should have done. Yeah, I should have upgraded that to blue. Then I could have fit a lot more things in. And with the crafting, you can't go over that space there. That's a pain. Oh. Okay, so that might have to go there, and that might have to go there. Trying to be too greedy. That was the problem. Yeah, I have messed this up, haven't I? Greenland's a tricky one. I mean, that's got to go there, because that's a huge boatload of minuses knocked off. I just might not go there. I can't, yeah, there. I might not go there. Although I should, because... Okay. I think I'm just going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to suck up the loss of points and do it anyway. So where was it? It was that one for that one. In fact, I can go there like that. Yeah, because I'm tired, it's late, and I can't think straight now. So I'm just going to cover these over. I like to cover in the islands anyway. In fact, have I got enough money? Yes, I have. Just about enough money. Need to split that into 2 ones, and then bop, 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 and bop. There you go. Right, so top left on main board still has 1 empty. Oh, up there. Yes, I can't see it. It's out of eye line. So, thank you. Thankfully, I have just about got enough money. There you go. Yes, thank you, Matt and Paul, for spotting that. Right, so I think we're done. God, I'm exhausted. I thought this was going to be... Well, it was. This was fun for the first 5 rounds. I'm not saying this last bit wasn't fun, but my brain is... And I knew I was being quite inefficient at the end, and that gets my anxiety going. So, anyway, we're done. Animal breeding. So this horse gives birth to another horsey. This sheep becomes pregnant, and that pig gives birth to another pig. Right, that's animal breeding done. Feast, we've done. And then game ends. So, where's the score pad? I'm just going to use the last column on this previous game score pad. Solo game. Right, so ships. I have... Oh, no, hang on. I've got this. I've got this board to cover up. I just want to cover up as much as I can on this board and not have oranges touching oranges and not have reds touching reds. So it's just put stuff on here to try and cover over as many of the points as I can. And that is pretty much it. Yeah, I've used all of my stuff. So that's not bad. Actually, I'm going to spend that coin and put it there. Okay, so game ends after round 7. Points from ships. I have 10 points from ships. Emigrations. No, I didn't emigrate at all. Exploration boards. I've got 12 points for Greenland. Sheds and houses. I've got 8 for my spinnery and 17 for my longhouse. So that's 25. Sheep and cattle, which is actually just all animals now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 20, 26, 32, 38, 44. Occupations, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Silver, none. Final income is 18, 19, 27. And the English crown, no. So I have a total of 10, 22, 47, 91, 97, 124. Wow. Right, penalties. Home board, none. Exploration board, none. Sheds and houses, -2. Nothing penalty, 122. I'm really happy with that. 122. It says in the book 100 is a good score. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I wasn't sure, and I'm sure I made mistakes at the end, and I probably wasn't as efficient as I could have been, certainly on here. But I did use pretty much everything I had. I only had 2 wood left at the end. I had 1 card in hand that I didn't play, which I could have actually played it, in fact, to get an extra point. Yeah, so instead of putting the silver on there, I would have used my tutor ability to spend 1 silver to play the rune engraver. There you go. So that's an extra 2 points for occupations, but an extra -1 point for there. So 123. There you go. Now, interestingly, when we played this on Friday, my score was 124. So very close, very close. Right. Thank you very much to everybody for joining in the chat. 2 reds touching. Where? Oh, yeah, 2 reds touching. There you go. There you go. Turn it that way. Thank you for spotting that. Slight cheating there, but yeah. No, thank you for everybody for joining in. This was fantastic. Yeah. Wow. Couldn't have done it without your help. Obviously, Matt pointing out the bits that I've forgotten was infinitely helpful. But you've seen how it plays. You've seen how it plays solo. You've seen how it plays with the Norwegians. I'm using the expansion boards. I only did 1 island. Next time I play, I think I'm not going to bother with animals. Not that it wasn't good. I want to do something different. I want to go for 3 islands. I've done that once before, and it paid off. But really heavy onto the exploration of the islands and trying to make use of them. But some of those patterns are tricky, especially the new ones. But yeah, no, thank you for everybody for joining in, and thank you to everybody for watching afterwards. Most of my views on these videos come afterwards, so I know a lot of you are watching not, after this has gone out live. Quick shout out at 6 o'clock today, so that is in, wait a minute, is it 10 to 6? Oh wow, so we've been here for 1 hour 50 minutes. I thought this was going to be an hour. Right, in 10 minutes time I am going to be doing a live unboxing of this. Now I need to be very quick because I need to pack this away quickly and then get ready for a live unboxing, and I'm hungry. And also, as mentioned at the start, this was not a sponsored video. This is purely funded through my Patreon campaign. So massive thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for making this possible. I want to keep all of my content free. I don't want to put any of my content behind a paywall like a lot of people do. Nothing wrong with that. If they want to do that, that's fine. I don't want to do that. I want all of my content to be free for everybody, but a lot of it is paid for through my Patreon campaign. So if you want to support me on Patreon, feel free. And this month, one of my Patreon supporters at producer level and higher is going to win a copy of On the Underground. On the Underground from Ludi Creations, came out last year, reprint of an old game. Support me on Patreon and you'll be entered into a prize draw to win that. I'm going to disappear now. I'm going to be very rude and rush off quickly because it is a lot later than I thought. For those people watching live, I will see you in 8 minutes for a live unboxing. Yeah, talk to you soon. Cheers all.
Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.